I'm so glad we're on the beach together.
Seriously?
Yeah, I hope
beautiful,
you got
right?
sunscreen
Beautiful
on.
day on the beach.
Yeah, I'm not a great swimmer. I don't know. How are you guys with the swimming? Have you gotten better in the process of
She's
filming
good.
MEG?
I thought I was good, but it's very different when you're swimming in a wetsuit and clothing and shoes and repetitively. But I used to think I was pretty confident in my swimming until I started the training.
Yeah, I'm not such a good swimmer, but it's really tough to shoot swimming in the ocean or in the tank, doing 10, 11, 15 takes. You think it's gonna be fun at first. It is absolutely exhausting. You can't help but swallow some water. It doesn't end. It takes a long time to get the shots right. So it was a real workout.
What was the inspiration that each of you found for your roles? I mean, were you inspired by, any real life huggy billionaires? Or were you, how were you researching
I'm just finding out
as
he
well?
apparently has a lot of billionaire friends.
Really?
I know some billionaires. Yeah, I've interacted with some billionaires, and it's interesting. Billionaires are a real entitled bunch, and they kind of are thinking on another level. They don't kind of play by the rules by normal people. That's why they make such great villains. So I thought it was really interesting to construct Morris's backstory of he's not a Silicon Valley billionaire. He's not one of those. He's got petroleum interests and mining interests and multinational shipping interests and lots of business ventures all over the globe, Africa. And so it gives him a different perspective. And they also like to be in the news a lot, and so this MANA research station that he's funded, he wants it to be, he wants it to get all the attention in the world. And he certainly doesn't want the bad press of a prehistoric shark eating hundreds of people.
Absolutely. What is each of your relationships with sharks? Were you terrified growing up?
I love them. I've always loved sharks, and I don't know whether it's because I was a surfer when I was younger and I still am, or whether it was different because we're in Australia and I saw them a lot or heard about them a lot. I just never had that fear that I feel like a lot of other people are just sort of innately scared of sharks.
Yeah, I don't have a relationship with a shark. I mean, I've had a few one-night stands, but I've never gotten...
He won't get serious.
I
He
can't
won't
get
settle
serious
down.
with a shark. Yeah.
So what was the best part of filming with Jason Statham? What struck you about him that might have been surprising in this experience?
He's such a hard worker, and I love that he, no matter what, he showed up. He was always like, because as the leading man and the director, they both they set the tone of the day. And when he's doing every scene and every day and long hours and a lot of stuff in the water and all of his stunts, and yet he was always like lifting everybody else up as well. And there were times where he could have gone home, but he stayed back just to be my eye line for a couple of words that I would have to say. And it wasn't even a speaking part. It could have been a tennis ball. It could have been a stand-in. And he would stay there, and it really, it affected me in a way that just showed me that no matter how long his career's gone for and how many films he's done, he still has that same humble nature.
Yeah, I think he's one of the screen's all-time great leading men. I mean, he's just so believable. And he really carried this movie on his shoulders, and he takes it really seriously. And he's just great to work with. I guess what surprised me is just how approachable he is, and he's a humble guy, and you can just get to know him.
I know you have a love-hate relationship with the Office fandom, but I do have to ask.
Sure.
How would Dwight have defeated the MEG?
How would Dwight have defeated the MEG? I think that if Dwight were a billionaire, he would create a giant animatronic robotic bear that would fight. So, like in Pacific Rim, they build the robots to fight the sea monsters. He would have built a giant grizzly to fight the megalodon. And maybe he would have been inside of it. So it would have been like...
Sounds like a good film.
Seriously,
I might watch that.